evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the first tank in the Season 5, which is, of course, the Hazard one. Yes, it is the Hazard one. So, of course, you could get this tank. It is the first tank in the list, so you can pretty much get it very, very easily. You may struggle a little bit depending on how much you play or how much you spend in getting sort of where are we? Sorry, to getting right up to the sort of the modules to the next tank, but it is doable. It is doable. So we're going to have a look, and I haven't actually looked at these stats. Honestly, I wanted to play it to see how it feels. And then I wanted to sort of look at the stats while I'm making the video. So when I played the game, I thought, you know what? It feels quite a nice tank, to be fair. The accuracy doesn't feel too good. The aim time, the DPM seems okay. And the turret, actually, the armor profile seems okay, and I've been getting quite a few bounces. So we're going to look at the stats, and then we are going to get into game. So looking at the stats there, the turret, yep, you know, it does. The turret is as I expect, 174 millimeters, which is quite strong for a tier 7. When you're coming up against tier 6s, then yeah, you're going to probably get quite a few bounces. If you come up against tier 8s, then you may struggle. You may, of course, be able to get the odd bounce. So yeah, turret-wise is actually quite strong. 100 millimeters on your hull, so yeah, you can't really bounce too much on that. DPM 2017, 8.3 second reload. Penetration is 168 on your AP, 220 on your heat, and 49 on your HE. And your average damage, 280 on your AP, 240 on your heat, and 370 on the HE. Aim time is 3.3, and the dispersion, as I expected, not great at 0.340. It does have 8 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 49 kilometers per hour. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, the tank isn't bad. I don't mind the tank at all, to be fair. I think it's okay. Not the best of tanks. There are, of course, better tier 7 tanks out there, but I feel you get it in on a ridge using that gun depression and with the turret armor, I think it would be okay. Again, with the accuracy, yeah, you may miss quite a few shots. But you know, as long as you take your time and aim, let's try and take our time and aim. Unfortunately, we don't penetrate that guy, and this is where you do have to take your time with this tank to actually aim your shot. So let's try again. Nope. Because we didn't take our time. We should have just waited for the circle to at least go a little bit lower. And that's exactly what we're going to try and do. And finally, we get our first bit of damage. And we are going to block shots. Now, I think we have a few block shots, to be fair. There's one or a couple there from the Annihilator, who is a very, very good tank. So we managed to block 460. We've only got 500 plus damage at the moment. That will go up a little bit. Now, I've actually enjoyed this game on this map because I haven't played this map for so freaking long. Yeah, I did enjoy playing this map. I do like this map, and the fact that I haven't played it in so long was even better. So you can see that even we managed to get a bounce. I know it's a light tank. Well, no, it's not a light tank, sorry, it's a medium tank, but that guy over there is a light tank. So our Panther decided to rush in, lose half of his hit points, and then decides to go and hide. So I'm just going to sort of stay here for now. I'm in a pretty decent position considering where the team are, and I am literally just getting bounce after bounce after bounce. So yeah, the armor profile can work, and I don't think the armor profile is too bad. But again, once you do start coming up against those tier 6 tanks, once you come up against those tier 8 tanks, then you're not really, I don't think you're going to bounce as much. Well, you're not going to bounce as much as you bounce when you come up against tier 6s. The tier 6s, if you are in a hold down position, will actually struggle to penetrate your turret. As long as you're sort of moving, as long as you're hiding the weak points, then you will get bounces in this thing. So yeah, overall, for a free tank, I honestly, I don't think this tank is bad at all. So we're going to move on, and this is against tier 6s. Now, this is actually, sadly, a loss. It is going to be a loss, but we do very much try our hardest. So in a minute, I know there's an 88 there, but I just wanted to wait, and because I know I did have my team with me, so I want to keep as much hit points as I possibly can. Now, all them are together. We are level, but our team have started to lose hit points around there. I mean, that guy, M41D, he's just lost all of his hit points. So I'm going to sit here and cap the base. I don't want to rush in too much because there are a lot of tanks around over there, where all our guys now are pretty much together. So I'm just looking around at what tanks I can go for, what tanks are low hit points, what tanks are pretty much isolated on their own, and what tank is best to go for it. So I'm just going to sit here and wait at the moment to see who comes around, when they come round, and if I can sort of focus on them. So as soon as I spot this Eagle and the IS coming around that corner, I'm like, okay, now's my time to get behind them guys, help my team out and get them behind them, and try to actually protect them, kill the Eagle here, and then get behind the IS whilst my team are in front. And at the minute, he is isolated. I know I got this Panther to my left, but he's in no danger really at the moment. He's just gone all the way down. So we need to try and clear this IS, and the fact that my whole team actually came back to support, that was actually quite good, and I didn't lose any hit points going for that guy. Next up, I can see this VK28 is all on his own as well. It's a 4 versus 4. However, the enemy are started to cap all the bases, so we are going to struggle. And you can see we do manage to get a bounce, but the Panther is shooting, so I do want to try and get out the way from him, which is why I'm turning around to try and focus, try and show my strong side. So now it is a 2 versus 3. 2 guys over there, 1 guy over there, makes sense. Let's go over there to the guy that's on his own. But sadly, because the enemy, all they have cared about is actually capping bases. So bear in mind, that did get them the win. You know, we could easily win this. Like, it could be so easy for me to be able to win this game if it wasn't for the supremacy points. So now it is a 2 versus 2. I know there is a guy that is full hit points, so let's just go for this AMX. And again, you can see we are bouncing. We are bouncing some shots. He is obviously, of course, penetrating as well. But if it wasn't for the freaking supremacy points, which is our fault, we know it's supremacy. It's our fault for not capping the bases, but it is what it is. We are going to clear this guy. I am a 1-shot, and at least it brings the supremacy points down a little bit. But it's just sad that I could have easily won this game. I know I'm now a 1-shot, and our guy over there is a 1-shot, but if we work together, we could easily be able to kill this guy. But sadly, it wasn't to be. We ran out of time, and my guy dies right at the end. But we still managed to block, you know, 300 damage or so, not too much. But we do get 3,300 damage. And do we get the mastery badge? Yes, we do. So overall, I don't think it's a bad tank. It's not the best of tanks. I think it does look good. I think it looks great, and everybody can pretty much get this for free. You may not be able to get it with the top gun, but you will be able to get this tank if you just play the game for a bit. So let me know what you think of the Hazard 1. Of course, in tomorrow's video, we will be looking at the next tank, the Quetzal. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Then, of course, we will be looking at the big boy in tier 9. So stay tuned. Look out for them videos. Hit the subscribe button. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye.